Hey guys, today we're going to be at the Troutt Cemetery located in Knox County, Tennessee in the Corrington area. Now this cemetery is a really old cemetery. It dates back, I guess, 1820s is the oldest death date that we've found so far. So I hope you enjoy it. Now there'll be some at the end that we do not have stones for, but we do have names that they have been buried in this location, so that will be at the very end of this video. I hope you enjoy it, so let's get started. We got Albert Shelton. There no death, no birth date for him. There's also a Shelton that has no date at all, so it's just weathered away. We have Charles Caesar Troutt, 1877 to 1955. We have Charles Clapp, 1874 to 1874, just a child. Claude Clapp, 1894 to 1894, another baby. Claude E. Shelton, 1910 to 1920, just 10 years old. There's also Dorothy Nancy Stair Lane and Orrin Edgar Lane. So Nancy was 1881 to 1939, and Orrin Edgar Lane was 1888 to 1931, and you can see their picture here. There's a Edna Angelina Hankins Clapp. She was born in 1857 and died in 1915. Edgar L. Webster, 1885 to 1936. Edna Burchell, 1929 to 1929, another baby. We have Eli Timothy Troutt, 1877 to 1957. He was a private Company H.B. Regiment. There's Ella Clapp, 1868 to 1889. Ella May Fleety Stair, 1891 to 1893. Frances Marion Troutt, 1845 to 1913. Look at that old picture of Marion. Okay, another one is George Troutt. Here is one of the oldest ones, 1771 to 1852. And the birth year they're different than the ones on his military stone, but his regular tombstone says 1776 to 1852. So not sure about that one. We have Hyla A. Troutt, 1866 to 1869, another child. We have a Spanish-American War veteran, Horace Troutt, 1874 to 1960. Next, we have James Albert Walker and Martha Coram Walker, his wife. James was born in 1869, and he passed away in 1929. And Martha, she was born in 1882 and passed away in 1929. And you can see their picture here. They're a really nice looking couple. Next we have James Bruce Walker, 1935 to 1935, another child. Here we have James M. Clapp, 1840 to 1923. Then there's John Troutt, 1835 to 1863. John W. Coram, 1862 to 1885. Now look at this guy, Joseph Monger Stair. Now look what a cool picture. 1886 to 1963. Love the hat. Next we have Julia Troutt, 1881 to 1959. Here we have Katie Clapp, 1881 to 1888. Wow. This little cemetery is full of children. So sad. Okay, guys. I love these old pictures here. Check out this couple. Linville Madison Stair, 1898 to 1898. That's just a child. But the next one is Linville Madison Stair Sr. And it's 1860 to 1940. And his wife, Margaret Delapritter Walker Stair. And she was 1860 to 1922. Okay, that's got to be the first I've ever heard of Delapritter. So now we have Lockie W. Shelton and William B. Shelton. Lockie was born in 1887, died in 1962, and William was 1884 and passed away in 1956. Next we have Margaret E. Troutt Clapp, 1844 to 1875. Here we have Margaret Ellen Lane, 1915 to 1916, just a year old. Next we have Margaret Slagle, 1850 to 1917. We have Mary A. DeVault, 1825 to 1887. Then we have a really old one, Mary Graves Troutt, 1777 to 1826. So that must be George Trout's wife. Here we have Nancy Elizabeth Clapp, 1881 to 1898. Preston Troutt, 1879 to 1880, another baby. Rachel Coram, 1842 to 1902. Here we have Sarah E. Troutt Walker, 1842 to 1918. Now we don't have a headstone for her, we only have her picture. Next we have Sarah Elizabeth Clapp Troutt, 1842 to 1923. And I'm wondering if maybe that is the same one. They was born the same day, but their death date is different. Don't know. Okay, we have Sarah Molinda Stair Webster, 1847 to 1925. And her husband, James Pryor Webster, 1857 to 1926. We have another Sarah Troutt, 1832 to 1886. Here we have Theodore Shelton, 1909 to 1909, child. Thomas Shelton, just a year old, 1912 to 1913. So sad. Viva Walker, 1897 to 1898, another baby. We have W.C. Webster, and there's no dates on his tombstone, but he served Company F, 3rd Tennessee Infantry, U.S. of A. William C. Troutt, 1836 to 1912. William McKinley Stair, 1896 to 1896, just a few months old. And the last picture we have is William Troutt, 1805 to 1889. Mary Elizabeth Henderson Troutt, his wife, 1807 to 1875. But look at this old picture. Look at her bonnet. Man, I just love these. I love these old pictures. And the rest of them we have at the end of this video does not have a picture or anything, but we're just going to go ahead and post their names. I'm sure there's been a lot of tear stains on this ground with all the children that's buried here. It's not a very big cemetery, but it's it's just a sad one. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you like and subscribe. Doing things a little different right now. I don't know, you tell me how you like it the best, and if you'd rather me take off and go to the cemeteries. Some of them, like this one, I couldn't get to, so I had to do it this way, just like the last one I did. They're very hard to get to. They're usually behind someone's house or on private property, and I don't want to get dog bit or shot. So I do appreciate y'all watching, and y'all take care, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.